In a world where the news feels bigger, louder, and harder to make sense of, Canadians need more than headlines. Hi, I'm Karen Ciolin, news reporter and host of the Big Story podcast. From world-shaping events to the everyday stories that spark debate, my team and I will explain what matters and why it matters to you. We're here to help you make sense of the news and give you the context you need for those kitchen table conversations. Trusted, Canadian-focused, curious. Listen to The Big Story wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Tuesday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
Did your household survive the Cogeco outage of 2026 yesterday?
We did, but only because Mallory was working and two of the kids were out, like just playing outside, and the other one had got a brand new game on his Nintendo Switch, which doesn't need internet for his birthday. So we were all able to mind ourselves, occupy our time.
I was thinking about you and all the other parents out there, which honestly, a round of applause to all the parents who had to deal with the internet outage. I can only imagine how much screaming went down in some people's houses across the province yesterday with the internet down.
Well, we're already in the hard times for a lot of parents. We're in summer break where kids are at home. Like, at least if they had been in school when all this went down, you know, you pull out the pencils and the crayons and the papers or whatever, and you can occupy the kids. But parents are already in that era where you have to try and find something to get your kids through the day, and then to lose the internet. Like, I saw people online being like, oh no, heaven forbid you have to pick up a book or go outside. And it's like, listen, I get that those are the ideal things to do, but it's 2026, not 1947. People are accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
Also, wasn't it kind of ironic that all the adults that were like, oh, the kids can go outside, are the same ones commenting on the internet?
That is true.
Right?
That is very true. I didn't even think about that, about the ones that are like, oh, heaven forbid you have to go play outside. Well, you're on Facebook during an internet outage, brother. Maybe you should go touch some grass too.
I was just picturing some poor mom, though, sitting at home and her kid's like, my iPad won't work. And she's unplugging the router and plugging it back in. Like, I don't know what to do.
And that is the funny thing when we have like these major outages, whether it's phone or internet or whatever it is, like that is, it just happens. Like you're just on your devices or you're in your house and all of a sudden stuff stops working. And we don't all get some sort of alert that's like, hey, someone cut a wire somewhere in Oakville and it's messing everything up. So you do go around your house and you're plugging and switching things on and off. Like everyone tries to become their own IT department.
Some poor tech support person at Cogeco is just like, I don't know.
Well, that was my favorite part, was that the tech support was also affected by the outage. Like, you couldn't even get on the Cogeco website to see if anything was broken. That was probably the only company that just let their employees go home during all of this. Like, well, we don't need you for this today, guys.
Yeah, and then there's like one guy in Oakville that's like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. So a round of applause to everyone who survived the internet outage of 2026.
Another major crisis survived.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Did you watch any of the home run derby last night?
I watched a little bit. I couldn't handle, I don't know what this new golf show Will Ferrell's did, The Hawk, but I couldn't handle him on the commentary. Call me old. If it's not Chris Berman going back, I'm not watching. I don't
will
want
say it did come down right to the wire. It was probably one of the greatest home run derbies over the past few years, but the main reason I watch the home run derby is to watch kids just get pelted with the ball in the outfield.
You talk about this every year. So for those that don't watch Major League Baseball, the home run derby, they let local, like, little leaguers go out into the outfield and shag balls that don't get hit out of the seats.
Dude, and it was in Philadelphia, and if you know anything about sports, Philadelphia fans are the most brutal sports fans of all time. Listen to this. They started booing kids.
I think that's the first time he
who were
kind of
dropping the fly balls.
was just late. It wasn't so much he overswung, he was just a little bit late. But he's keeping the barrel above.
Imagine being like 12 years old. You're like, this is the biggest moment of my life. And you got 50,000 people just like,
And like the initial, from what I assume from that clip, is like a kid maybe dropped the ball or whatever, where they all go, oh, like that's a natural reaction. The follow-up, relentless boo. Like, this kid just dropped one in the 9th inning of a World Series game. A little much, Philadelphia.
I always find it so entertaining watching these kids in the outfield, but then there's part of me that feels bad because, like I said, it's the biggest moment of these kids' lives.
Yeah.
And, they told everybody at school, like, hey, I'm going to be here. Tough to go to school the next day or baseball practice and, like, be the one kid who got pelted in the face or dropped one. Like.
And think about this. Normally, the home run derby is on television, whether it's on Fox or Sportsnet or whatever,
This one was on Netflix in the States.
It's still there. You can still go watch it.
Yeah.
It's going to haunt some of these kids.
Oh, man, there's probably some poor kid on the field that was trying not to cry as he got booed by all these Philly fans out there. Oh,
I'll never play baseball again.
Because, like, I know the feeling of, like, even as a grown man playing slow pitch and a pop fly comes up and I drop it and it's like nobody says anything, but you're sitting in your own skin like, I hate myself.
Right. You know that you made a mistake and you're already on yourself. To then have, would you say it was 50,000 people or whatever in the stadium start booing? Like, I would start digging a hole in right field and bury myself.
You know what they should do? They should actually take like the best slow pitch guys from every major league city and they should put them out there. Like all the serious hardos and slow pitch.
The ones that ruin it for everybody else by taking it way too seriously.
The guys that think they could have went to the league. That's who they should have in the outfield there. Those is who we should be booing,
A bunch of dudes in their 40s with like speed Oakleys and eye black on out there doing full warm-ups trying not to blow a knee.
I mean, it's either going to be hilarious or, hey, who knows? We could get like a Mark Wahlberg Invincible situation on our hands here.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. It's time for Brock and Dalby's draft.
All right, it's hotter than hell outside, and I know everybody is grumpy, they're sweaty, they're pissed off. You don't want to talk about how hot it is.
It's hot, too.
But I was thinking, how about we do a draft here this morning of the best things with hot in the name?
Right, the good hots. Like, hot as balls is not the good hot, but there are other hots that are fantastic.
So we're going to do a draft of the best things with hot in the name. Dalby, you get the first pick. I think I know where you're going with this.
Oh, I mean, listen, if I didn't pick this number one overall, I wouldn't be being true to the core of my being. I am obviously going with the hot dog.
I mean, a man who is like 3% hot dog, so I had to see it coming.
3% hot dog and still another 6 to 7% mystery meat, which still feels on brand.
Hot dogs is a great first pick. So for my first pick, I'm going to go with hot wings.
It's the 1A for sure.
I'm going to go hot wings in there. You can't go wrong. A staple at any pub.
Yeah, well, unless you're a wuss like me, in which case you get mild wings. Which
Sure.
All right, round 2. Maybe best if owned by somebody else. We've talked about this, but still great to have access to. A hot tub.
Yeah, hot tubs are gross.
No, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that.
Even
just
at somebody
because you
else's
have
house.
dirty friends.
No, even at somebody's house, it's like you see a couple and I'm like, I know you guys do gross things in here.
And that's why you have chemicals. Just like a swimming pool, you fill that bad boy up with
not
chemicals.
enough chemicals to kill whatever's going on in there, man.
A hot tub on a nice night, sitting out under the stars, relaxing your aching bones. Just a great way to spend time.
With my second pick in the things that have hot in the name, I'm going to go with the hot toddy, actually.
Oh, I forget sometimes that you are in your mid-60s. That's true.
My old man used to have a hot toddy when I was a kid, and he used to always be like, oh, my throat's sore. And then the older I've gotten, it's like, it's the only excuse to drink warm whiskey at random times. And it's like, it is good medicine, but it's also just something you can say if you want to have a drink.
There are way more times where somebody just wants whiskey than they actually had a sore throat.
I don't think there's any scientific, like, proven fact that it actually cures the flu, but it does make you feel a little bit happier, you know?
Hot toddy's the fastest way to fall down 12 steps. That's what it is. My third and final pick, I'm going to go with a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon is just a sick ride, man.
Have you ever been in a hot air balloon?
Absolutely.
Really?
And even as somebody who's afraid of heights, what a view.
What, do you work for Remax or something? That's a random pick.
Dude, hot air balloon, even just being on the ground and seeing a hot air balloon. What happens when a hot air balloon flies over a field? every single person stops to look and take
You're
pictures.
not wrong. Yeah.
It's a spectacle, brother.
All right, with my final pick, shout out to the hot moms. I'm going with hot moms. They keep the world going round, you know? Honestly, they do.
Hot moms is a wild third pick. Especially, you know what hot moms love? Hot tubs. But you crapped on that in round 2.
Shout out to all the hot moms. You are my number 3 pick. I should have put you in at number 1.
Well, I've got hot dogs, hot tubs, and hot air balloons. Do your first 2 picks matter? Or are you just going for pick 3?
Dude, imagine a day of hot wings, a hot toddy, and a hot mom. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day, to quote you two.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I am very proud to announce coming for your boy over here in the things with hot in their title.
Let's be fully honest. Hot moms won you the draft today.
Of course.
The text line says so specifically.
Who doesn't love a hot mom? A lot of things that we did miss, though, that people are texting and didn't even think about the hot hamburger sandwich.
Hot hamburger sandwich. Also, a surprising number of people texting in hot pockets, which aren't even as good as pizza pops. What are you talking about?
Jim Gaffigan listened to this show. Hot cakes as well. If you're talking pancakes, this is an alternative name.
I did have hotcakes on my backup list. Also, hot chocolate on there as a great wintertime beverage.
Hot coffee as well. Hot Cheetos, Hot Wheels, Hot Rods, the car, and the snack as well was texted in.
You know what? I give you the car because some people have really sick hot rods, but them hot rod meat sticks are disgusting.
A lot of people even texting in songs. There's so many songs I didn't even think to go like the music route. We could have done like Hot Blooded, White Hot, Hot Child in the City, Hot for Teacher.
We both got there at the same time.
I mean, that's kind of hot mom, right?
That's kind of in the same vein. Yeah.
We do got friend of the show, Ben, on the phone. Ben, do you feel like there's anything we were missing from our list here this morning?
The only answer is hot boxing.
How did I not think about that?
No hot boxing, no hot knives on the list today, oddly enough.
It could have been on there,
Oh,
too.
the knives are more dangerous. I can understand that. Oh, yeah. No, it's your clientele. It's your fan base, guys. You know who you're dealing with.
It's the demographic here.
Awesome, guys. I'm going to go hot box. See you later.
Peace.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yesterday, we were talking about the California senator that is trying to persuade Canadian politicians to let them start selling American booze once again. And actually, yesterday, this news came out saying that the province of Ontario alone has spent $8 million storing U.S. alcohol pulled from shelves during Trump's trade war.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, this wasn't like a prohibition sort of thing. Like, we didn't take all the booze and go into the alley and dump it down the drain. Like, it's all sitting somewhere waiting.
Just in a storage unit right now? Like
the coolest storage unit in town. That's where it is.
Just sitting in Doug Ford's garage. Like, it just feels like such a waste of money to store all of this booze, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but then again, like, what do you do, right? Like, it doesn't send the same message if they had been like, okay, we're taking the booze off the shelves. As soon as we sell all the stuff we currently have, it just doesn't have the same bite as like, we're taking it out right now.
I feel like the province of Ontario should do what Nova Scotia did. They put all the U.S. booze back on the shelf since it's already paid for, right?
Yes.
And then all the proceeds, I believe, went to like charities like the food bank or something, or like other worthy causes. I think that's the move to do because you've already paid for it.
Yeah.
You might as well just get rid of it.
Yeah.
And then something can come out of it.
You know, you mentioned maybe it's sitting in Doug Ford's garage. What if he had a sick garage sale where we all just go to Doug's house and buy up the booze so that it goes to something, you know?
I don't think you want a lot of these people going to Doug Ford's house.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Do you remember last week when we talked about the extreme parasite causing a massive diarrhea outbreak in the States? Taco Bell was having to get rid of like their lettuce and all their produce.
Yeah, it was like a massive, widespread problem.
Well, apparently it's getting worse as health officials have actually declared over 4,000 people have been affected by this diarrhea parasite.
Damn, which like, I know people are thinking like, oh, well, like 4,000 out of millions isn't so bad, but like, the 4,000 that are affected, it's bad.
Dude, it is spreading across America right now, and health officials have actually, this is pretty hilarious, created a map so you can see where the biggest outbreaks are, and they've labeled it from like if you look at that from a light brown to a dark brown, showing which states are affected the most.
Depending on the severity. Listen, some graphic designer sat down with a map of the United States and all these statistics and made the distinct choice to use various shades of coffee brown, and I respect them for it.
I mean, some color-coded things don't make sense, but this one truly does.
It gets the point across.
It looks like Michigan is affected the most with over 2,600 cases right now.
Yeah, it really looks like it's starting in like the northeast, and then it's spilling, sort of spreading, mudsliding, so to speak, further out from there.
Yeah, it's working its way down throughout the South. So, I mean, just like we could already tell from all the other news going on in the States, safe to say America is officially a crap show right now.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I promise I am not trying to get you in trouble when I ask you, are you familiar with the term hobosexual?
Yeah, I feel like that's something we're not allowed to say on the radio.
No, this is different. So a hobosexual is apparently a new trend where people are using dating apps for travel purposes.
Oh, like to find a place to stay?
Yeah, basically if like you've got a big trip coming up, but we kind of touched on this a little bit when we were talking about the World Cup, but say you wanted to go to a Leafs game when they're playing somewhere down in the States. The idea would be that you would jump onto a Hinge or a Tinder or a Bumble or any of the apps.
Start swiping right so you can find a place to stay.
Start looking for a match so that you could go down there. And basically, the idea is to use dating apps like free Airbnb. And apparently this is blowing up right now.
I mean, it's a risky play, but also, I mean, how many of us have had a one-night stand and just crashed at someone's house? So
That's
I
just
get it, I guess.
It's not a completely foreign concept, although I guess women are going online now because it seems to be more men that are doing this, that are trying to make this work. So women are warning other women now to like, hey, if a guy says he's coming in from out of town, maybe check the local arena schedule. He might just be trying to crash at your place for a hockey game or something.
I mean, with how expensive hotels are getting.
That's just it. If you've booked a trip anywhere recently for like a concert or anything like that, you're paying an exorbitant amount of money to find a place to stay. And even Airbnb is not what it used to be, right? You used to get an Airbnb when you travel because it was the cheaper alternative, and now they're just as expensive as hotels.
I bet you there's even people that get into relationships just to have a place to stay.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right?
Like, we talk all the time about how like more and more kids are going to be staying with their parents through college, through university, through trade school, because it's too expensive to go out and like rent is crazy. Buying a house is like an unattainable dream.
Yeah.
Why not find somebody who's also got themselves a place to stay and be like, you know, I think I kind of like it here.
Yeah. And I mean, usually there's one person that's more into the relationship than the other.
Right. Yeah.
You find your reasons on why you want to stick around with someone.
Roommate with benefits is a crazy title to establish with somebody.
Yeah.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You know, we were talking about how people are using dating apps just to find a place to stay. Which someone texted in and said, nobody falls in love faster than a man with no place to stay.
I mean, honestly, your standards will go significantly further down if it's this couch or outside.
It's funny, though, because a couple other people texted in and said, I know a lot of girls that'll just go on dates to get free meals.
Yeah.
So I was curious. I gave a Google and I looked up alternative ways that people use dating apps for their own benefits.
Okay.
The free meals one is a big one. Apparently, a lot of people, when they're doing Euro trips, will swipe through a Tinder, a Bumble, whatever, to try and find someone to kind of like take them around, get a little free tour guide action.
Oh, I'm new to town. Why don't we go out on a date and you can show me all your favorite sites around X city? Yeah.
Which is kind of genius because if someone thinks they're going to get some action,
right,
they're going to show you everything, right?
Yeah.
And try to impress you.
Right.
So.
They're trying to like, I'm so knowledgeable and look at all these really cool, like hidden things. Like you might get a different look than you'd get from a tour guide.
There's actually a high percentage on Tinder specifically of people that use Tinder to either sell drugs or commit crimes.
I don't think I would have the balls, even if I was the kind of person to buy drugs on Tinder, to just hit up a complete stranger and be like, hey, nice to meet you. do you happen to be holding?
I mean, that's usually how it works, to be honest with you. The committing crimes one is more interesting because it's like the other people think that they're going on a date.
Yeah.
And then maybe you come and pick them up, and then you don't realize you end up being like a getaway driver or something,
Right.
or they'll just rob you.
Just looking in their interest and be like, I see you're really into rally driving. Have you ever tried it for yourself?
Marketing for business is another big one. Like, say you own a bar or something, you encourage someone to come out to your bar or establishment, which, like, on paper seems like a good idea. Also seems like a bad idea, like a way to get a lot of terrible Yelp reviews.
People just don't like being advertised to. As two people who work in what's essentially an advertising industry, people hate being advertised to. Could you imagine being like, yeah, I wash windows for like, show me your windows. Would you like me to come over and give you a free sample?
And then one of my favorite ones is some people are using dating apps to swipe on there and invite people over to their house to help them move things.
You know, we could really get to know each other, and then you could give me a hand getting this dresser out of my room.
Using the old pivot maneuver.
Dude, or even something like having, like, I think a really good way for us to get to know each other. I just bought this new IKEA shelf. Why don't you come over, help me put it together?
Maybe you'll get lucky at the end of it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yeah, we're in a very different age than like our parents, or especially like our grandparents' generation, where you would go to school or go into a trade and you would just work one job or at least one industry for your whole life till you got the golden watch and you retired. Now people move around all sorts of things.
Yeah, people switch it up a lot.
I saw a study that I thought might be interesting to you that says that people around the age of 31 are the most likely to change careers.
Are you wondering if I'm planning on bailing on you anytime soon?
Well, you know, just like it would be nice to have some reassurance that you're not thinking about becoming one of these statistics.
I mean, unless there's something Rogers hasn't been telling me, I don't have any plans anytime soon. But I mean, hey, in this industry, you never know.
Well, and that's so it talks about, like, you know, it's sort of a mix between people of they've been working in the industry for about 10 years or so, right? Since you got out of college, since your early 20s. And now either I'm bored with it, or I don't see this as something I want to do forever, or in a lot of industries, you've been shown the boot, AI, and all these other cuts and stuff like that. So yeah, apparently your age is the prime time to start something new.
Is this your nice way of asking me, like, what I want to do besides this?
Well, I've kind of been curious as to, like, you know, if something happened to us tomorrow, we had a hell of a run, and all of a sudden it came to an end. Where do you think you would go from here? Like, what do you think you do?
I hate thinking about this at 6:45 in the morning. But I'll be honest with you. I've thought about it, and I think everybody's thought about, like, maybe a different career path at some point. I think about it when driving all the time, when I see transport trucks, and I think I'd like to be a trucker.
You think you got that dog in you? Those long, lonely nights on the road?
I love driving, man. I love driving so much, and I don't know if I could get paid to do it and just be by myself, listening to the radio, because the radio is still one of my biggest passions.
Sure.
I'd honestly just, like, love to be a long-haul trucker, calling into talk radio shows, jamming out in the car, piss jugs and whatnot.
You'd go the whole lifestyle?
Yeah.
I do love the idea, like, because I also like driving. I don't think I'm, like, mentally the lonely nights, I think, would get to me. I do like the idea of gas being a business expense and not just, like, the most expensive part of your entire
For sure.
life.
And I'll tell you this, I'd be one of those good truckers that doesn't try and pass the other semis on the road.
You're not a left lane guy?
You know, like, I would do it for the rest of you out there to take a stand. You know, I'd be one of the best semi drivers on the road, I'll tell you that.
Now listen, you could try and church it up all you want. We'll find out what kind of trucker would you be. You're in your truck, you're driving, car passes you on the left side.
Okay.
Kid looks out the window and gives you the arm. Do you blare the horn?
Well, that's the dream, baby.
That's the dream, baby.
That's the dream, man. I'll never be able to hit a home run in Major League Baseball or score a goal in the NHL, but if I can make a kid smile like that, that's better than anything I've ever done on the radio. What do you mean?
Hey, listen, friends of the show, if you ever tune in and either Brock's not here or we're both not here, just know you'll find him at a truck stop somewhere.
Well, that might not have to do with being a trucker. That could be a whole nother different sad route.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
No, don't do that! Thought we were having a nice day.
We are.
Why does it matter? I thought we were having a nice day.
We are.
All right. We're looking for you to ruin your job interview today. We've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets, and we'd like you to pretend that Dalby and I, for some reason, are in a power of position where we are interviewing you for a job.
Right.
What can you say to absolutely ruin your job interview? Worst answer wins.
You're on the other side of the desk, and all of a sudden you just blurt out the worst possible thing, and well, hey, thank you for your time. We will not be in touch.
If you are not one of our interviewees, that does make you a judge here, so 762-555. Let us know. Who has the best worst answer here? We'll start with Mike.
I really need a job to support your daughter. She's pregnant.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that's one way to find out.
That's a tough way to find out.
I feel like you're a bad dad if you don't give him the job. Honestly.
At that point, right? Like, is this a chance for you to get that burden off of your pocketbook?
Okay. We got Mark here.
Hi there, nice to meet you. Thank you for the job interview. Oh, is that a picture of your family? Oh my God, I think I saw your wife at the bar last Saturday. She's very familiar.
She's very familiar is a really insulting thing to say.
See what Chris has got.
Hey, is that a picture of your wife?
Oh, same thing.
He's lovely looking.
Okay, I feel like, yeah, okay. I feel
at least this one is just like, you have a lovely wife, and not, I have experienced your wife, like the last one.
Okay, there's no name on this one.
Yikes. I didn't know you were so close to a public school.
Oh, God.
I mean, yeah,
that's probably...
That's the end of the interview, right? For both parties, like, you gotta go.
There's not much anyone can do there, yeah?
The parole officer is on the way.
Oh, boy. Okay. We'll do two more. This is Jason.
Hey, my name is Jason. Okay, thank you. Oh, you think you're going to let me on? Awesome. Criminal background check, okay. I would probably highly suggest that you don't run a background check on me.
Yeah, otherwise you might find out you're too close to a school.
I do like the effort he had of having like a little bit of a conversation.
A little bit of back and forth, yeah.
Okay, and we'll see what Charles has to wrap it up here.
I'm gonna need Mondays off for my crippling hangover that I get on Sunday. That's not acceptable.
All right, round of applause.
Some bosses would appreciate the honesty in that scenario.
All of our interviewees did a horrible job here this morning, which is what we were looking for.
That's what we wanted.
The school zone one, though. I feel like that's got to be it, right?
I mean, I really like is that your wife? She's very familiar.
Sure.
But in terms of the worst thing you could say in a job interview,
yikes. I didn't know you were so close to a public school.
It's the yikes for me.
Yikes. Like he just looked out the window and saw what was across the street and went, oh boy.
Slap the knees and stand up kind of thing.
Well.
All right, there's no name on this one, but you get the ding, the round of applause, $100 in Lotto Max tickets, which maybe you can use because you most definitely didn't get the job today.
You are going to need another source of income.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
You should send a text to us right now. Text 762-555. Ask a question. Text us now. They say, text us now. 762-555. Send text right now.
The first part of that song sung to you by the mosquito that got into your bedroom right before bedtime.
I'd say it was pretty epic. First one in here says, besides people and garbage, what is the worst smell in this heat?
Ooh. I'm trying to think.
Hot dog turds.
People and garbage is right up there. Even just dogs in general, because a lot of people will like put on the hose for the dog or let the dog go swimming. And this is the time of year where just everything kind of smells like wet dog now.
You know what's one? And not to point any fingers, because I know sometimes you'll leave your rock stars in your car. If you leave an energy drink in a hot car, you've totally unleashed the beast, and it just lingers so hard.
If I can narc on myself, I've recently started going back to the gym again, and earlier last week, I left my gym bag in the car. And I've never felt more like a hockey player than when I got back in the next day.
What's another one here? What's the best opening scene to a movie ever?
The best opening scene to a movie?
The Dark Knight one, like with the bank heist, is pretty sick, but I wouldn't say that's the greatest.
I do have a soft spot for, God, why am I blanking? Reservoir Dogs. The tipping scene at the very beginning.
That's good.
Where they're all coming in and sitting around and Steve Buscemi's talking about how tipping is BS.
Dude, if I could go off on like scary movies, I don't know if anybody, there's a few people I know that love scary movies. The Empty Man, I don't even want to describe it. There's a lot of murder and stuff that go down in it. And it's kind of a like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
But then also I'd say Scream. The original Scream.
Oh, Drew Barrymore making the Jiffy popcorn.
Because you get pump faked.
Yeah.
You think that she's going to be like the main actress and she dies within like, spoiler alert, I guess 30 years later. But
if you're catching spoilers for Scream 1, just go watch the movie already.
What's another one here? If you had apple and pineapple juice combined, what would you name it?
Insulin. Diabetes. That sounds overwhelming.
He said, would you call it apple pineapple or pineapple apple?
Oh, pineapple apple sounds awful.
Could you just do like pineapple squared?
Yeah, maybe. No, because it's only apple squared. Then
apple squared then.
Unless you garnished it with like a pine cone, then it's pine squared.
You could do palm ananas, like go French.
My brain just wrinkled. Are you having a stroke or am I?
Sorry, some of us took grade 10 French. What's your ultimate I am an adult and no one can stop me purchase that you're either proud or embarrassed or both by?
I'm trying to think. I mean, you know what? It's probably, I once bought a modified arcade, like when you see people playing like Mortal Kombat in an arcade with the stick and the buttons.
Yeah.
It's like that, except built into it is a chip that has like an emulator for a bunch of old Nintendo games.
I mean, I think you could just say all your video games.
My video game collection in general, yeah. As a almost 43-year-old man, I have a lot of video games.
I'd probably just say tattoos.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of tattoos, and I know some of them are stupid, but I like them. Yeah.
I also have a collection of Mexican wrestling masks, which may also be part of that.
Final one here says, what is the best it looks delicious but it will kill me if I eat it thing?
God, as I get older,
what is your Tide Pod?
See, I thought you were just saying like, in my brain, I was like, I'm getting older. Everything that looks delicious could probably kill me.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've got this brand of dishwasher pod right now that does look an awful lot like a children's snack, honestly.
There's a lot of like coolants that like when I was a kid, I thought would be tasty. Like a green coolant I was convinced would taste like a lemon lime, or the red coolant was probably cherry.
Yeah. If you ever went to a friend's house and they owned like a snow cone machine and they'd have those little like syrup pumps, there are just some things you cannot keep in the same house.
I've always thought lava would taste good.
Lava? Ooh. Now, are you talking about as it's like fully molten coming down the hill, or as it starts to develop a bit of a crust?
As it's coming down the hill, even the crust.
I was going to say.
Little crispiness.
When it's the bright, like almost even white hot lava, doesn't look all that appealing. But as it cools off and gets those little like flakes before it fully solidifies.
It looks like cartoon nacho cheese, does it not?
Honestly, yeah. When it gets that nice little orange with a little sear on it.
Imagine getting a little Tostito, dip it in there.
What a way to go.
It'd be fire.
What a last meal.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.